welcome to my YouTube channel. Do subscribe, like, and share. Hello, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is where we what do we do here? This is where we help you find your identity, understand love, and walk into a purpose. By the way, my name is Nonkululeko Primrose Masango. I don't think I've ever shared that, but anyways, it is what it is. And so far, we have been dealing with the topic of love underneath the hashtag thriving in singleness. I've been encouraging you to stay single until you gather all your information together, and I hope you've been enjoying that subject. Well, we're not done as yet, but I would just like to slightly introduce a purpose this time around. I want us to put the dots together towards as we continue. I'm not saying towards the end as if we're gonna not have a YouTube channel anymore, but as we progress, I want us to put the dots together of love, purpose, and identity, and how these three things carry so much weight in our day-to-day lives, right? So today we're going to be looking at purpose. Last week I did mention the fact that purpose is the reason why something exists. What is your reason of existence? Why are you here? There are so many human beings on this earth. My goodness, there's so many people living, breathing. Some know why they are here, some don't. When you are born into life already. You are born people growing, people becoming, people lazing around. You are born into an active world, and in this active world, we are so many. It's like you would find inspiration from this and inspiration from that, but as an individual, it's kind of your responsibility to kind of figure out why are you here. You can see Usman Man is doing this, you can see this other person is also doing this, but what about me? It doesn't matter how hard you try to dodge this question, it's always gonna come up, always, because people feel useless when they don't know their duty or their reason of existence. People feel like they don't fit in. People feel like, what am I doing on this earth? Why am I actually here? That is a question that is oftenly asked, by most people. Listen to me, from the youngest to the eldest. And if you're gonna die without having really figured that out, it's gonna be a sad story, because nobody comes on planet Earth empty. Everything you see around that we are making use of is someone's idea, right? It's someone's thought. I think on the subject of identity, I did mention the fact that whatever governs you tells you who you are. Well, whatever governs you doesn't only tell you who you are, it tells you also why you are here. And your belief system plays a huge role in this journey of discovering your purpose. I think I'll give pointers on the next one on maybe where you can start, but where you can continue, but in your starting point, you need to ask yourself questions like, what do I really believe in? What is my faith telling me? Who do I believe created the heavens and the earth and made mankind? You see, our different understanding of where we come from as human beings is what drives your whole system of belief and your whole journey of discovering your purpose. You can look at your likes and dislikes and the things that you are good at and things that you are not good at. Those things do contribute, but the greatest contributor is your faith, is what you believe in, because that's your first starting point. In terms of mankind, especially in terms of mankind, maybe other things we don't really bother much to ask about them, because we see the people and sometimes we even know the people who came up with these things. But with the one of mankind, it's like, we just, hello, who created man? And there's so many arguments around that. But if you are able to get that answer right, that's good. That's a starting point. That's where you could actually start in terms of purpose. But what I want to align, or rather highlight, on this video, it is that knowing purpose gives you or adds so much sense of value within you. You feel important, you feel needed, you feel relevant. Sometimes this neediness that we project when it comes to relationships and love, it can also be because we don't really know our place on this planet Earth. So if someone is able to embrace us, someone is able to love us, someone is able to just give us a reason to live, we feel good. This is why maybe when a heartbreak happens, you feel lost. Oh, I can't breathe, I can't eat. Your guys, y'all will die young. I'm not about that business. I used to be there, but I've realized that love and relationships add greatly into people feeling valued, important, and like a reason to live. But purpose does it better. When you know why you are on this earth, you're not going to be so needy for acceptance. You're not going to be so needy for people to embrace you. You are so sure and so firm that you walk boldly in this thing, and whether you get the applause or not, you keep going because you are certain that this is what I'm meant to do. I don't want to edit much to this, but I think on the coming videos I'll also be explaining how your likes and your abilities, can help you navigate. But your starting point needs to be your faith, into the belief system of where do you think mankind come from? Whatever created something, that particular thing needs to give purpose to what it has created. So if I'm the one that made this blouse, I'm not just going to name it and say it's a blouse, right? But I'm also going to give it purpose and say that when you put this thing on, this is how it's supposed to make you feel, right? And when you put it on, of course you're going to see what I say you are going to feel, because I've given it purpose, I've given it a reason to exist. But if you still have questions on where do mankind come from, that is going to be a whole game changer for you, because you can start with your likes and your abilities, but will you be effective? Because there are so many things that I like. There are so many things that I am passionate about. But when it comes to purpose, there's this specific role that you need to play, in the lives of other people and even in the lives of those that are around you, that will not only make you feel fulfilled, but that will also bring about an impact in those people's lives. That means that we need to now really, really, really spend time in looking into ourselves and spending time with our God, and be able to understand the reason and the purpose of our existence. It sounds like a lot of work, because it is. It is a lot of work, but it's possible. I've gone through the journey, and therefore I strongly believe that I will be able to help at least a couple of people really navigate their way. But our starting point needs to be, who's your God? Where do you believe mankind come from? And if you know that it's through God, then let's find a way. There is a way to connecting to the Lord, and then let's connect and hear from Him. Because trust me, believe me, there are a lot of things out there, but there is one person that knows you better than any other. It is the one that has created you. But if you have questions about that, you are not going to get far, right? So that's our starting point on this video. What's your faith about these things? And then we will take it from there. And I think on the next one, I'll try to break down how our abilities also contribute in helping us navigate our purpose. I'm going to mention this again. There is nothing as fulfilling as knowing why you exist. Not even someone loving you matches that. You think that being in a relationship and finding someone that loves you is going to give you that thing of fulfillment, trust me, people are in love, but yet still they still ask the question of, why do I exist? And if the other person doesn't value or love them enough, they feel useless. They feel like, this is not it. It's a whole lot of emotions that we can deal with the moment we start walking into purpose. But the question is, what is your faith in terms of where do human beings come from? You might think this is like, do we really? Yes, we really, because it plays a huge role in taking us into the next step of what we need to know about our purpose. So we have officially introduced the topic of purpose. Trust me, there are a lot of things I would like to say, but I hate lengthening a video. But maybe as time goes by, we're gonna have them longer and whatever the case may be, but it's still a starting point. This is just to get you thinking, get you curious, so that you are able to take the rightful steps into the next journey, or rather into the next phase of your life, right? So let's get to know our purpose, understand love, and of course know who we are. See you on the next one.